The siege of Troy had been going on for 10 years. Many Greeks and Trojans had died or been betrayed in ambush. And the gods came down from Olympus to give support to one side or the other, because they loved war and were amused by the sound of battle. So it was that wise King Ulysses called upon the goddess that more than any other was a friend to him.
Athena, the strength of our numbers isn't enough. My mind that was once so full of invention is now dozing like an aging cur. This war kills all my thoughts. I beg you, give me a sign. If it is from the heavens, it will mean that we end the siege and go back to our homes. If it is from the sea, we will stay and finish the war. Athena! You have shown me that we must finish the task before us, and now I understand how we can conquer Troy.
Look out below! Pass me those axes. Yeah. More wedges.
Here's the rope. Got it.
Put your backs into it! Pull! Pull! Stop! All right, lock it down! Open it.
Have the Greeks gone mad? For over 20 days, they've stopped their attacks and ambushes. It's as though they weren't interested in the siege anymore.
Your Majesty, some of my spies have just returned from their camp. The Greeks have turned into carpenters and wood carvers. They're so busy they hardly even look at Troy.
But is that a good sign or a bad one? Well?
It's a bad sign. That horse will be our ruin, Father. I see our blood dripping from its back. That horse will bring death and disgrace. You must listen to me.
The Greeks have left! Call King Priam! They've gone!
Laocoon, we have to do something or this horse will destroy us all. This is a trap, people of Troy! Heed the words of Laocoon the Diviner!
Trojans, listen to what Cassandra tells you. We must burn the treacherous gift immediately. Never trust the Greeks. Cut open the horse and see what's inside. Good people, do you not hear that sound? It is not the waves breaking on the sand, but the tortured breath of the Greek dead crying out from the underworld for revenge.
Let me go. Please. Don't kill me.
Who are you? Why didn't you leave with the others when you had the chance? Answer me.
My name is Sinone, and I am cousin to Palamedes, Your Majesty. Ulysses deceived my cousin and had him murdered in cold blood as a traitor. It's for this reason that he's my sworn enemy. When the winds turned favorable and they made the decision to return to Greece, Ulysses corrupted Calcante the Diviner, who commanded that I be sacrificed to Apollo. And so it was that by the grace of the gods, I escaped. And now I curse Ulysses and all the Greeks for all eternity.
You were fortunate indeed, but this horse, what is its significance?
It's an offering to Athena, so that she will favor the return of the Greek fleet.
But why is it so large?
By Ulysses' personal order, it was built too large and too heavy for you to be able to carry it away into your city. Calcante has prophesied that if the horse remains where it is, the ships will arrive home safely. That if destroyed, 8 years of disaster will come, and that if carried into Troy, Troy will conquer Mycenae and all Asia.
Don't believe him, he's lying! His evil words are as full of untruth as the snake charmer's baskets are full of cobras!
Heed her words, Trojans. Let me and my 2 sons call on the god of the sea, Poseidon.
Threw that spear so Athena took revenge.
Sinone spoke the truth.
What Cassandra said is nonsense.
Death to all Greeks! Bring the horse inside the walls!
The heart of Troy has stopped beating!
Well, well, Ulysses, don't tell me, let me guess. You're pondering your handiwork and bringing down the city of Troy, right? As well you should, because it's thanks to your brilliant strategy that we were able to bring her to her knees and save the lives of so many brave Greek soldiers.
On the one hand, you're right, Nestor. I'm happy that after 10 years of battle, we can all finally go back to our lives, our homes, and our families. But I can't keep from thinking of all the heroes, both Greek and Trojan, that lost their lives and families in this long and terrible war.
The price was high, but now it's over and we're going back to our cities covered with honor, our ships filled with riches, and Troy nothing but ashes. I'm sure the gods are pleased. And let's hope that Poseidon is most of all.
We will face the crossing to Greece together. Once there, we will divide the fleet, and each commander will go his own way.
"10 long years to conquer Troy, and now we can go back home again."
Joe!
Captains, I want the rest of you to wait here for me while I and my crew go ashore. We'll take a look around and come back soon. Listen, Eurylochus, let's bring along a wine sack. You never know. It might come in handy. Let's go! Careful.
Let's go!
Ulysses, don't you think we should just take some cheese and milk and get back to the ship?
What are you worried about? We'll wait till our hosts come back and try out their hospitality. If we toast to their health, we might just come away with a little more than milk and cheese.
He's big, but he seems harmless. What do you think?
Just because he treats animals well doesn't necessarily mean he's a friend to man. Before anything else, let's make sure we remind him of his holy duty to hospitality.
Who are you? Why are you hiding in the house of Polyphemus?
We are Greeks. We are returning home from Troy after 10 years of war. A storm has blown us here, and we beg your hospitality in the name of Zeus.
Zeus? You think I'm afraid of the gods, do you? Let Zeus come down here for a fight, and we'll see who's stronger. Tell me something, stranger. Surely you must have some other friends with you.
No, all the other ships were destroyed, and we were the only ones who survived. Come on!
Well... Mighty good people, the Greeks, if you know what I'm saying.
Ulysses, what are we waiting for? If we gang up on him, we may be able to kill him. Even if some of us should die, the others can keep on attacking him and maybe save themselves.
Nobody will be saved if we can't move that rock from the door. Tomorrow morning we'll escape when he moves it to let out his flock.
Breakfast time. Why don't you invoke the help of Zeus? Maybe he will get you out my little tidbits.
We need a larger weapon. Our swords aren't enough. And I see something that'll fit the bill perfectly. We must act quickly, tonight.
Do we hit him in the heart? Or do we hit him in the throat?
We'll make his day turn into night. Now we have to get some rest. This will be our only chance. I'll call each of you in turn to stand watch so that we'll be ready when he comes back.
Oh, great Zeus, it's time to pay homage to hospitality and your delicious little Greeks.
Oh, great Polyphemus, listen to me. Have a look at this leather bag. It's full of wine. Have you ever tasted wine before? The gods of Olympus drink it. They blend it with fresh spring water and drink it slowly, very slowly.
Well, now, seeing as how the gods of Olympus mix it with water, Polyphemus will drink it straight. And if they drink it slowly, then I will down it in one gulp. That's good. So that's what you call wine, huh?
It comes from grapes that grow in vineyards.
What's your name, stranger? Bringer of this wonderful drink.
I am called No One. It's a nickname that was given to me. No One is how I'm known to whomever I speak to.
Well, no one for as long as you live, that's what you'll be called. And since you were so kind to me, I'll be kind to you. I'll save you for dessert.
Come on, it's time. Get the log. Bring it to the edge.
Polyphemus, what are you howling about in there? What's wrong?
No one has blinded me.
Well, if no one has blinded you, then the pain you feel must have been sent by Zeus. Call your father Poseidon, and maybe he can help you. Good luck.
Polyphemus, now maybe you'll think twice before deriding Zeus.
Poseidon, my father, help me destroy this ship with my stone!
Just so you know, this is the ship of Ulysses, traveling under the gods' protection.
Help me, O sea god!
After escaping from Polyphemus, the Greek adventurers sailed for days and days, scanning the horizon anxiously for a sight of Ithaca, Ulysses' kingdom, and their home. Eventually, they arrived at Aeolia, an island with high, steep cliffs, land of Aeolus, the god entrusted with the care of the winds. Aeolus lived with his wife and 12 children. As Ulysses' ships neared the coast, Aeolus called out, demanding to know the names and intentions of the intruders. Ulysses answered, telling him who they were and where they came from.
The winds I unleash around the world have told me about your exploits, Ulysses, but a man's fame is often only whispers of the wind.
What can I do to make you believe in my courage, Aeolus?
Take your ship into that bay to the north. I'll play a bit with my winds, and we'll see what sort of stuff you and your crew are made of.
What kind of test will this be?
If your ship runs aground, you will get no hospitality here. But if you succeed in keeping it afloat, I will honor you and your people for as long as you want.
Begin the test, Aeolus. We're ready when you are.
Easier!
Look! Aeolus is gone! The test is over!
For more than 3 weeks, Ulysses and his men enjoyed Aeolus' hospitality. Banquets at which the god's daughters sang, games, dances, walks in the pine forests, and long swims in fresh, clear waters. But finally, Ulysses sought out Aeolus.
Kind god Aeolus, Ithaca is not so far from your lovely island. If you were to favor us with propitious winds, we could reach it within a few days. Of course, that's not to say that your hospitality hasn't been less than perfect. But you must understand that the siege of Troy went on for 10 long years, and our voyage has been full of adventures.
As you wish, Ulysses.
Bye! Hey!
All the winds that go against you I have locked up in there, but be careful to open it only after you've reached your destination. I have left only Zephyr in the heavens, the sweet west wind, to bring you safely to your homeland. Farewell, Ulysses.
While the winds of the air may have been locked up and quiet, the winds of suspicion whirled around the sailors and passed from ship to ship. The men whispered among themselves, wondering what was in the leather bag. Gold, precious stones, the elixir of eternal life. Why didn't Ulysses tell them, they, the men who had followed him in battle for 10 years and thousands of miles? It was obvious that whatever was in the bag, Ulysses wanted to keep it for himself.
Huh?
Ithaca! Dead ahead! Ithaca!
Home! Yes!
May the gods be thanked. By tomorrow at the latest, we'll drop anchor in the harbor and finally be able to see our loved ones once again.
For one whole week, the ships were dragged by the force of the winds. Ithaca disappeared, the men unable to give it a second glance because they were too busy fighting for their lives against the fury of the sea and sky. When the winds finally calmed, Aeolia appeared once again. But there was no welcome this time. In spite of Ulysses' plea, the gods sent a wind to drive them away. The sailors wept in despair, and Ulysses wept too, but said nothing against them. After many days sailing, they reached an unknown land. The ships ventured into a natural harbor with a narrow entrance and steep cliffs all around. It offered good shelter against storms, but where were they? Ulysses sent a search party ashore to explore. One of the men had been captured and then eaten. The Greeks had arrived in the country of giant cannibals, the Lystrigons.
They what? To your oars, everyone! And row, row as you've never rowed before!
Only the ship commanded by Ulysses managed to escape from the land of the Lystrigons. Weighed down by sorrow, Ulysses placed his trust in the winds that, after several days, brought his ship to an island where dwelt a sorceress by the name of Circe. The ship put into a quiet bay and anchored there for the night.
Listen to me! We have to separate into two groups. Euryculus, go take some men with you into the forest and explore. Just beyond it, I saw wood smoke, so somebody lives here somewhere. But be careful and keep your eyes peeled. In the meantime, I and the rest of the men will repair the ship, so let's get moving.
Ulysses! Ulysses! Ulysses!
Euryculus, why have you come back so soon? Where are the other men?
We made our way into the forest as you told us to. In no time, we came out to the other side of the trees, and we found ourselves at the entrance to a beautiful green valley. In the middle was a palace fit for the gods, built all of white marble. The gardens surrounding it were filled with wolves, lions, deer, and all sorts of other animals. And none were wild. In fact, they all came up to us whining like puppies wanting to be petted. Suddenly, we heard singing. It was coming from the palace, a voice like an angel. And all at once, the men, they started walking toward the palace as if they were asleep or in a trance. I tried calling them to stop them, but it was as if they couldn't hear me. They kept walking up the steps and right through the entrance. I had a premonition, so I hid behind a tree outside in the garden. After a moment, the singing stopped, and from inside came the most terrible sounds I've ever heard. Sounds of fear, of the men trying to escape. I turned around and ran back here to tell you as fast as I could. I'm terrified of even thinking about what could have happened to those men.
Careful, Ulysses. The palace is beautiful, but dangerous.
Hermes, messenger of the gods, of what danger do you speak? What trouble lies ahead? Such a feeling of peace lies over this valley and the palace beyond. What threat could there possibly be?
Be very careful, Ulysses. Follow my advice, or you too could end up a victim of Circe, the beautiful sorceress who lives in that palace. Your men were transformed into pigs because they drank one of Circe's magic potions.
Tell me what I must do, divine messenger. How can I resist her?
If you smell deeply of this flower, there isn't a spell in the world that can affect you. Only if you threaten the sorceress and don't listen to her honeyed words will you have power over her.
Hermes, come back, please! Hermes, where are you? I am a man alone, tired and thirsty. Is there no one able to help me?
I bid you a warm welcome to my home, stranger. Nothing could make me happier than to alleviate your thirsty soul. Everything in my house is at your complete disposal. First, a drink for you, my dear guest. Your feeling of tiredness and all unpleasant thoughts will leave your body as soon as you've tasted this wine. every human care and thought will disappear. Because my magic potion will shortly transform you into a pig. And pigs don't have a care in the world. What is this? The gods of Olympus are protecting you. Who are you? Then it's true. You must be Ulysses. Hermes told me that you'd end up on my shores on your way back from Troy. He also told me that my magic would have no effect on you. Please forgive me, proud Ulysses, and listen to me. I beg you. Once I loved a handsome young man who refused to have anything to do with me. So I learned to use my magic powers to take revenge, and I turned him into a wild boar. Then I ruined Scylla's beauty because Glaucus, whom I was in love with, wouldn't even look at me because of his infatuation with her. Ever since then, my rancor has condemned me to be evil and to transform the men who come here into obedient animals. Forgive me, proud Ulysses. Allow me and my handmaidens to bathe you and perfume you with scented oils, and afterwards I'll have a banquet prepared. Please forgive me, Ulysses, I beg you.
There are two things you must do before I even think of sheathing this sword.
Oh, glorious Ulysses, anything. Tell me what I must do.
You must set my men free now.
Yes. Carry this to the pigsty and sprinkle it all around the animals. What else would you have me do, proud Ulysses?
Swear by the gods that you'll never cast a spell on me or my men ever again.
Circe swore an oath so powerful that there was no chance of her breaking it. Thus protected, and with their misfortunes laid to rest, Ulysses and his men remained in the palace as honored guests for an entire year. Because the wine was good, the food was excellent, and because Circe and her handmaidens were very, very hospitable. After leaving the Isle of Circe, Ulysses, the master of travels and deception, knew that he would have to face many dangers. The first would be to pass close by the island inhabited by the Sirens. Half woman, half fish, these beautiful creatures enchanted sailors with their sweet song, luring their ships onto the rocky shore and devouring the castaways. Although Ulysses did not want to meet this gruesome fate, he yearned to hear the enchanting song that no one had ever heard and lived to tell about.
Listen well, my friends. Many have perished, enchanted by the siren's sweet song. I'm going to close up your ears with wax so you will not be able to hear their alluring voices. Tie me firmly to the mast so that I won't be able to free myself. Whatever I say, no matter what I may threaten or how much I may suffer, do not untie me. Bind me tighter. Push the wax deeper into your ears and row as fast as you can. Perimedes, Eurylochus, go ahead, tie me up. I said tie me up! Do you hear me? Yeah. Now bind me tighter than you ever thought possible. Tighter, I said, so taut that I can't move. Yeah. Row! Untie me, you fools! Don't you hear that song? Turn this ship towards shore! Please let me go! Listen to me, my friends. Ignore the foolish orders I gave you before. I must have been out of my mind. I didn't know what I was saying. Take the wax out of your ears and untie me. Can't you see how this music fills me with ecstasy? Don't you want to feel this same joy? Huh? You fools, what are you doing? Don't you understand me? Just read my lips! In the name of all the gods and everything that's sacred, set me free! I must get on that island, whatever it takes! I'll swim there alone if you won't come with me. You won't stand in the way of my happiness!
The danger's past. You can take the wax out of your ears.
He's right. It's safe.
He did it!
Ulysses.
Untie me.
You did it!
The Song of the Sirens is no more than the faint memory of a beautiful dream to me now. But you can never step back into a dream. This wind is a gift from the gods. Let's not squander our good luck. Onward to Ithaca!
Having passed the island of the Sirens unscathed, exhausted and famished, the Greek sailors finally made a landfall on Sicily.
At last!
Here, the sacred heifers of Zeus grazed undisturbed in lush meadows.
If you harm one of these sacred creatures, you will call down the wrath of the gods on our heads.
But when Ulysses was fast asleep, his men disobeyed his orders and slaughtered one of the animals held holy by the gods and roasted it. As soon as the ship put out to sea again, Zeus vented his rage upon it. Dark clouds billowed across the sky, the waves whipped up by the god's anger. A thunderbolt shattered the mast, sinking the ship and sending the crew to a watery grave. Ulysses alone managed to save himself, clinging to a plank. For 9 days, he drifted with the currents until he washed ashore on the island of Ogygia. Here lived a beautiful nymph named Calypso. She gave the weary traveler shelter and nursed him back to health. She fell in love with Ulysses and managed to keep him with her by promising him immortality. But often, when walking along the shore, he would look longingly to the east towards home. After 7 years, his nostalgia for Ithaca finally took away all desire for food, for the beautiful Calypso, and even for immortality.
I cannot remain here any longer. Your generosity is bounteous, fair Calypso, and you are the most desirable of all women. But I am not happy. You must let me go.
You must stay here with me, Ulysses. Believe me, you can only be happy here. My love is as vast as all eternity. From my lips, you will have kisses sweet as nectar, but never the wish for you to leave. It is Zeus's will that I love you.
Great goddess Athena, I beseech you to help me. Only your divine intervention can free me from these golden chains that keep me here in slavery. Oh, fair Athena, I thank you for having heard my plea. Your coming must mean that the gods have decided that I should return home. When I arrive in Ithaca, I will sacrifice 30 of the finest lambs in your honor. Choose from among the most beautiful of the flocks herded by Eumaeus, if he is still living.
Young lambs only grow into old sheep and rams with gnarled horns in time. I am afraid I do not bring you the message you wish to hear, Ulysses.
What are you saying? Do you mean that the gods care nothing about the lives of us mere mortals? Does it mean nothing to them that for 20 years I have wandered far from my homeland and all those I love and am now held captive against my will? If this is so, then who can deny the cruelty of the gods?
It is not that we do not hear your pain, Ulysses, but you must calm your rage and use the wisdom you have always shown in the past. Be careful not to utter words which will call down the wrath of Zeus. Believe me, proud Ulysses, the gods are watching over you. Apollo and I lead the faction that is fighting to fulfill your wishes. But Hera and Poseidon are opposed to your return. The gods on Olympus are equally divided about your fate.
But is Zeus more powerful than all the other gods? Is it he alone who will decide whether I am to spend the rest of my life enslaved here against my will, or whether I will be free to return home?
He does not want to decide. He is the father of all the gods, and does not want to support one half of his court against the other. So he remains silent and will not take a stand.
Then I must die here. But I will not die. Calypso has the power to make me immortal. Does that then mean I must spend eternity miserable here on this island and never see my loved ones again?
So it would seem, my poor Ulysses, unless one of the gods takes pity on you and changes his mind, or unless...
Unless what, fair Athena? Please tell me, what can be done?
Unless a man who is renowned throughout the world for his wisdom and shrewdness should manage to find some other way to change his fate.
I would never be able to deceive Calypso. How could I overcome her supernatural power?
The man who deceived the Trojans, Polyphemus, and the Sirens can certainly deceive Calypso. But don't expect a sign from me. This is the time for the shrewdness of mortals, my dear Ulysses.
If I told you that I could make you hear my voice without moving my lips, what would you say to that?
Well, I'd have to say that you're crazy, my dear Nestor, or else that I would find your tent strewn with empty wineskins that you have spent the night draining of their nectar.
Then look closely at my lips and listen. What do you think now, my friend? As you can see, I'm neither drunk nor mad.
This is impossible. Some god must be helping you do this.
Believe me, it has nothing to do with the gods. It is a very human technique I learned from some unusual shepherds I met in my travels.
But how is it possible to speak without moving your lips?
I thought you would find this interesting. You know, your curiosity is sometimes even greater than your shrewdness. It will give me great pleasure to teach you this technique one day. I have the feeling it might prove useful to you.
Ah!
Ulysses! Ulysses, where are you? He's gone. Ulysses has disappeared. Go search for him everywhere on the island. Hurry.
My lady, we found him!
Where is he?
He's sleeping in the
Gaze on him well, fair Calypso. Feast your eyes for the short time that remains.
I see nobody. Who's there? Who spoke?
Can't you see me, Calypso, with my beautiful wings? I'm very near. Look over here in Ulysses' hair.
You're not really a butterfly. Who are you? Insects don't speak unless a god has given them voice.
I am really Hermes, fair Calypso. I come to tell you that the gods on Olympus have been discussing the destiny of this man for a long time.
And have they decided what they will do?
They have. There were many who wanted Ulysses to remain here forever, and others who wanted him to return to Ithaca. But Zeus himself made the fateful choice for everyone. Ulysses must leave here.
Your words, O sacred butterfly, pierce my heart like shards of jagged flint.
The message I bring is a sad one for you, sweet Calypso, but it will mean great joy for this unfortunate mortal sleeping here. He's waking up. Remember Zeus's will. Do not try to impede the will of the gods. Farewell.
Even though you refuse to let me live in peace, will you not at least let me sleep in peace?
I cannot bear to see you suffer because of my love, Ulysses. While you were sleeping, a messenger came to me from Zeus, who conquered my will and vanquished my hopes. I will not keep you here. I will help you return home.
And so it was that Ulysses lifted his arms to the heavens and showered blessings on the gods. He labored night and day, building a raft of the sturdiest timber, and supplied it well with food and water. When he was ready, he took his leave, put out to sea, and set a course for home. A generous wind filled his sail, carrying him swiftly along. A wind that was perhaps the breath of the gods laughing on Olympus, amused by the shrewdness and courage of Ulysses. Resigned to his fate, Ulysses was at the mercy of the elements for 20 days, the wind blowing him further and further away from Ogygia, where he had left Calypso to her sorrow and regret. Then he made a landfall on the island of the Phaeacians, a small race of seafarers. The raft strained and creaked in the mounting sea, but Ulysses stayed aboard, clinging to the mast, lacking the strength to swim to shore. Realizing the mythical hero was in difficulty, Aina, a sea nymph, transformed herself into a duck.
Ulysses! Bind yourself with the veil, dive into the water, and swim toward the island. Do not be afraid. You will find it easier than you think. As soon as you reach the shore, take the veil off and throw it in the water.
Immediately, Athena caused Ulysses to fall into a deep, restorative sleep. At the same time, she appeared to Nausicaa, daughter of the king of the Phaeacians, in a dream, ordering her to go to where the river flowed into the sea and wash her wedding garments, because something amazing was about to befall her. As soon as she woke up, Nausicaa summoned her handmaidens and set out for the mouth of the river. It was indeed a lovely day. The girls washed the garments happily, spreading them on the rocks to dry. Then, to their surprise and delight, Nausicaa picked up a ball made of woven leather and invited them to play.
Catch!
Me!
Oh, you dropped it!
Get it, quick!
I'll get it!
Do you see it?
Come on, hurry up! Come on, get the ball, hurry up!
Can you see it?
No!
If you ask me, it's in those bushes over there. If we go in there, we'll be scratched to pieces.
Come on, girls, do I have to get it for myself?
Look!
Who are you, sir? The monster of the undergrowth? Or an unlucky castaway who will be kind enough to give us back the ball we lost in the bushes?
I am not a monster, sweet goddess, but indeed an unlucky castaway who was swept overboard and washed up on your fair shores.
After Ulysses had bathed and donned clean clothes prepared for him by the handmaidens, Nausicaa begged him to accompany her to the royal palace and recount his adventures to her father.
My name is Ulysses, sire, and I come from Ithaca.
Here's to your health. You are welcome to stay on our island if you wish, Ulysses.
I thank you, sire. Your offer fills me with joy. But I have been traveling for so long, it's time to go home.
In his boundless generosity, the king ordered one of his ships to take Ulysses back to Ithaca. Our hero waved goodbye and headed out to sea without looking back. Nausicaa watched him go with tears in her eyes, distraught that her dream would never come true.
I have returned to my beloved Ithaca.
Goodbye!
Thank you, my friends!
Having learned from Athena that in his absence the princes of Proche had given him up for dead, occupied his house, and squandered his possessions, demanding that Penelope marry one of them, Ulysses goes first to the house of Eumaeus, his faithful swineherd.
It's me, Eumaeus. I'm back, and I need your help.
Sire? How may I help you,
Eumaeus,
sire?
I have a job for you.
What, sire?
Get Telemachus.
Alone in the house of the swineherd, Ulysses pondered his dilemma. Aware that the princes were plotting to kill his son in order to remove the rightful heir to his estate, he vowed to reveal his identity to nobody until he was in a position of strength. Then Eumaeus returned with Telemachus.
Son, I've returned. Huh? Come to me.
Dad!
Father and son embraced, and the seeds of revenge were sown.
We're agreed then.
Yes, I'll follow you.
Nobody will know. But us.
Telemachus set out for the palace to await his father's triumphant return.
Hey! Hey! Look who's here!
Greetings, Antenor.
Greetings to you, young Telemachus. Worthy heir of the throne of Ithaca, may the gods look favorably upon you.
And on you too, Antenor.
Meanwhile, Ulysses, disguised as a beggar, is accompanied by Eumaeus to the palace.
Your rivals are feasting as usual. I will go sit next to your son while you walk around begging for food.
Who does that dog belong to?
That's your dog, Argo. He was barely more than a puppy when you left.
I'm sorry I never saw him in his prime. Good dog, Argo. Now I'm back, we can go hunting again, huh?
The poor beast was so happy to see its master again, its heart gave out. Come on, let's go see if the wolves have left us something to eat.
What do you want, old man? I take what's left on these tables, so get out before I kick you out.
There's plenty of food for all of us, and nothing to be gained fighting beggar against beggar. Leave me in peace, and I will leave you in peace.
Don't try to sweet-talk me. I know you're kind. Get out of here, I said, before I kick your teeth in.
Looking for a fight, are we?
Let's not waste time in idle chatter. If you two wish to test your prowess, I offer this juicy roast fowl as the winner's prize. May the best man win.
What are you waiting for, Iris? Are you a man or a mouse? Wring the old man's neck and be done with it. You've fattened yourself up at our table for years, Iris. Now earn your keep by squashing that old goat to a pulp.
Well done! It was about time someone taught that fat old clown a lesson. Here's your winner's prize.
Wow, well done.
From now on, old man, you'll be the official palace scavenger, treated worse than a slave, but better than a dog.
It's time for bed.
Have you decided what we're going to do now, Father?
With your help, I'll carry away all the weapons hanging on the walls of the banquet hall.
This light is a sign that the gods are on our side, Father.
You're right, Telemachus. Some of the gods are on our side, but don't expect them to help us seek our revenge. We're required to do that on our own.
Penelope, after the years and years you have waited patiently without ever giving up hope, you will finally receive your reward. When you wake up in the morning, you will make a decision that will restore the peace and serenity you lost so long ago.
Thank you!
Been waiting up all night, have you, old man? Well, if you're lucky, there'll be some crumbs for you today.
To reward your patience, we've decided to offer you this jug of wine as a special treat. Oh, what a pity. It must have a hole in it. There's not a drop left. Better luck next time.
Take that.
Here, I stole this from the kitchen for you. I think they're monsters to treat you like that. There.
Thank you. Your kindness will be rewarded, but I warn you, all those who consort of their own free will with the men who defile this kingdom will die a horrible death.
You should keep such thoughts to yourself, or you will be the one to die.
Ooh.
My lords, I've decided I will marry the man among you who succeeds in bending this glorious bow that belonged to Ulysses and shoots an arrow that will pass through the rings of 12 battle axes in line.
I want to try too, Mother. And if I succeed, you will marry nobody and live with me forever in my father's house. I give up. I am too young, and I am not strong enough to win the contest.
My friends, obviously Apollo, the god of archers, is hostile towards us today. We will take a rest. Tonight we will make sacrifices to him, and tomorrow, when he is in better humor, you can be sure the bow will bend for us.
In my opinion, Antinous has had an excellent idea. It's to his advantage, since he's not yet tried himself. But before the contest is closed for the day, I beg you to allow an old man to see if there is still some strength left in his muscles.
You're not one of us. Why should we care if there is still strength in your muscles or not? All you need it for is to hold out your hand to beg for food.
You have no right to even ask such a thing. Beggars don't compete with princes.
Now that I have honored our house, Telemachus, step over here beside me. Together we will serve these princes the banquet they expect and teach them the lesson they deserve.
Ulysses' vengeance on those who had betrayed his trust was as violent as it was complete. Slaves, handmaidens, retainers all came under the sword. Only those who had served the princes against their will were spared. And finally, Penelope was able to welcome her husband home.
Ulysses!
May the gods be with you, my friends!
A few years later, Ulysses set out again towards the unknown. As he sailed past the Pillars of Hercules, his thirst for adventure must have incurred the wrath of Neptune, god of the sea, because he was never seen again. Some people think he went down with his ship while defying the storms of the Atlantic Ocean. Others maintain that he made a landfall on the island of a beautiful goddess and remained there for the rest of his days. Either way, the fate of Ulysses is a mystery befitting the king of travels and deception.